Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Iron Panther Presents. Today, we shall be talking about hoes in Atlanta, also known as All the Queen's Men, Season 2, Episode 5 and 6. What would you do for a Klondike bar? It should be what we're saying in this episode. The answer is sucking the dick.
Wow. Okay, Stacey.
I was like,
visual.
Stacey was like, in case you don't know. I was like,
Who, David?
Oh, that's next episode. Anyway, I digress on the dick sucking. Stacey, what did you think of said sucker?
These whole 2 episodes were absolutely absurd. And I expect nothing less from Tyler Perry.
What was the most absurd part? Where would you like to begin?
Where should I begin? Hoes get their money up front. If you don't know, you're not listening. Before you get your cash in hand.
These are important rules. We are referring to Rayshawn, who apparently had one. Well, let's talk about the Forrest Gump moment. I would like to say when Babyface was like, "Don't look him in the eyes." What should I look? In your hand. I was like, what?
Yeah, he's a little slow.
He's like, yes, I should look at my hand some. And he's like, go over there and handle that dude. Oh, what all you had to say was suck it. I was like, he went straight for penis. It was no hesitation. I was confused.
Fluid.
He's fluid, right?
I see. And so is that semen, apparently. Like, just flowing. At some point, I thought he was gonna be like, damn it, not again. Anyway, I thought it was gonna be details. I thought it was gonna be like P Valley. He's like, oh, not in my face, sir. That's another 1,000. But then he got robbed by Babyface. What in the fuck?
Yeah, why was he so disgusted? Like, you can't get in the car with me. Like, you brought him there specifically to handle the husband. What do you think was gonna happen?
Right.
And then he kept looking like, oh, I can't watch this, but he's steadily looking.
Yeah. Yep.
Look that way.
Just turn the wife around dog style and turn your back, bro. Like, why you keep on staring? You don't have to be face deep into the ass dick sucking. You don't have to do that.
No.
Anyway, Kim, what do you think of the Rayshawn situation?
It was, the bathrobe was open. So I kind of was like, to me, it wasn't abrupt because the bathrobe was already open. And so he just went to work. But Rayshawn is definitely slow. And for him to be, he's getting punked by Babyface. Of all the brokest nigga on the planet is punking you.
The smallest nigga of the crew.
Yeah.
Trouble has more muscles. Like, Babyface ain't the one.
Babyface has muscles.
He's got some, but I would say Trouble has more.
Yeah, and Rayshawn got the height. Rayshawn got he is tall. He
taller than her. Yeah.
I was like, I didn't make no sense. Like the next day, he's like, "Give me your keys and give me that money." He's like, "Okay, Babyface."
That'd be like grand larceny or something. I would have called the cops or whatever. Of course.
And what exactly would have been your story?
He took the keys to my car.
My dick sucking money. That's what you gonna say.
Yes. Or he could have called the husband like, "Hey, he took our car. Can you send somebody?" Because apparently they got connections. What happened to the whole "we gonna make Babyface have sex with us"? What happened to that whole thing?
What happened to the idea that the whole idea was the husband wanted to fuck the black man fucking his black wife? Like it was supposed to be a train. Like it wasn't supposed to be like I got mine and you got hers.
Working up to it.
They could change how they screw. Who cares? I don't care about that.
Yeah, they'll probably get him alone and then they'll what do you call it? What was the movie where they had the chain? Never mind.
You talking about Human Centipede?
Yes.
That's where you were going with that.
Movie. Oh.
I was like, no, I don't think they'll be like spiritually connected there, Stacey. But that being said,
like the woman, then not Babyface, but the stripper, and then the husband.
Rayshawn. So I thought so I did like the idea that Tyler Perry was smart enough to realize that these characters could simply just call Rayshawn because he's still stuck at the house. So I was like the fact that they were like, oh, after you left me stranded, they just said, why don't you come on in and you both of us like we wanted to, and here's a car and some money. I was like, yes. And then you cut out the middleman. Like that makes complete sense.
Yeah, it absolutely did. And that's why Babyface is mad.
But I was like, Babyface ain't the one. If he would have got Midnight to come over and like punk Rayshawn, that would have made more sense. Cause like I was like, but Babyface ain't one to be like, oh, I'm sorry, sir, I don't want to look in your eye. Here's all my money, and I was like, what? No. This is too much. Hey, anyway. Clearly, Rayshawn has sucked it before, but these are not the issues. Kim, what was your most ridiculous moment?
When everybody kept saying, you good? I'm good. You good? We good. We good. Okay, we good. I was like, stop saying you good. And then it was a significant pause. And it was like, what is Tyler doing? Like the writing is horrible on this show. The dialogue is, I cut it off and I had to breathe for a second because I was like, it was so annoying. And to get to the next episode, like episode 6, right? Isn't the last one? I was like, Jesus, okay, wait a minute. Let me just get a drink and drink some wine and get through this. Because the dialogue, he really, really, really has to change this dialogue. It is not easy to get through. And it's not everyone. Like the nurse, the nurse who's the
Hannah
ex-girlfriend, her dialogue was fluid. Like it was very well done. I liked her, talking. It was in Trouble. Every time Trouble opens her mouth, yeah, she's annoying, but she still, everything she says just rolls off the tongue. Is no pauses, nothing. But oh my God. And Eva, when she's talking, I don't think it's her. It's the way they're writing it for her because Blue does it too. And it's just
the overacting, the way overacting for the characters, like
it's too dramatic for those two women. It's not necessary, and it keeps going. And oh my God, it's really hard to get through. The guys don't even talk like that.
That's because they mumble and they talk slow, like they all got special needs. Because Tommy, God damn, I didn't know who was stupider, Rayshawn or Tommy. It's they're neck and neck.
Mm-hmm.
Madam, would you like me to?
Tommy alone. I have a special place in my heart for Tommys.
How did the $1 million end up at Amp's house? This is a good question.
That was like I screamed. Yeah. I was like, this don't no damn sense.
Yeah, I need to know. That. That got me.
But it don't make any sense. That dime just happened to fall, and the pills just happened to fall. She's like, let me go through this bag, bitch. Mind your business. Like,
didn't she know the money was in a garbage bag? Like, why would she be like, oh, this is automatically madam's money?
It could be any money.
It could be anybody's money.
The junkyard fight was horrible. Let's get to this because I was like, this is ignorance. Like, this is Tyler Perry level ignorance. But hold up, no, we gotta talk about the pacing. It starts off with Dime in mortal danger. No, excuse me. It starts off with Blue in mortal danger. She is surrounded by the rednecks. Actually, a guy whose legal name apparently is Redneck, and the rest of the smaller rednecks, which is ridiculous. They beat her ass. Take her. I'm thinking she's about to get gang raped, to be honest. I'm like, this shit's about to get real. Like, I was like, oh my God, I was worried about Blue. I really was. You know who wasn't worried about Blue? Tommy. Tommy nonchalantly says, hey, madam, Blue might be captured. Do you want to come help? And she's like, yeah, all right, I'll stop by. Got it. Remember Tommy was butt ass naked with a machine gun when Madam just said, hey, Tommy, I need you. Where was the machine gun? Where was any gun? Remember Madam had a machine gun and a chain and a handgun
and dynamite.
And dynamite. And dynamite.
Just go.
fuck all that. I'm showing up in my red bottoms and I'm just gonna talk my way through this shit.
Well, I did love that outfit. That pink outfit, I thought that was cute. I liked it.
It was a bit much. The whole pants leg that's supposed to look like a dress on one side and
it looked cute on her. I mean, her waist is about this look. She looked. I liked it on her.
I'll let y'all work that out. You know what would look better? A machine gun or a handgun or a knife or something when you're about to go save your.
Bring that old gun that she has everywhere.
That would have been.
Why she didn't pull the trunk up to the gate and do the chain and just snatch the gates open?
Like, oh my God.
We've seen that already. We can't do the same stunt twice.
Instead, they pick up the phone and call the owner. Excuse me.
He answers in the middle of
a hostage situation.
Right.
Almost raping situation. He's like, hey, excuse me. Oh, yes. Could you please come to the front gate? Sure, no problem, man. Well, thank you.
Got $2 million of my money and my security guard.
How does $2 million fit in that bag? Or $1 million fit in one trash bag that looks like the bag that I use in my house in the kitchen?
Depending how
much does $1 million weigh?
Exactly. Go ahead, Stacey. Go ahead, Stacey. I'm like, but how do you not know the difference between $1 and $2 million? Like, Madam should have been like, wait a minute. This weight don't look right. The amount of money spread all across.
Yes, because every other show they are able to look at money and be like, okay, that's 60,000.
Right.
Yep.
100,000. That's $500,000. Just by looking at it.
Right.
Approximately 44 pounds and $50 bills.
Wow.
So if they're $100 bills, it's probably not a whole lot.
Okay.
Now let's talk about who the money belongs to. Because in fact, the money belongs to the Black Rock Boys, which was mentioned in season 1, because she was laundering money for the local gang that her dad started, which is why she was shoving the money into the walls and not into the bank. So this money actually should have been where the Black Rock Boys should have been there to at least acknowledge that where the fuck's our money. Hey, so said biker gang that showed up with no names and no faces, ridiculous, should have been the Black Rock Boys to acknowledge what we heard in season 1. Because and
how do we know that it's not? Since there was no names mentioned, we don't know. It could be them.
But then this should have been acknowledged. If they're, you know what I'm saying? Just to be like, oh, hey, Bob, right? Anyway, and then she just goes, hey, y'all, handle it, and then proceeds to
how did they get in there?
That's not even my problem. I'm gonna let that one go. The action scene that preceded was so bad that I was like, this shit should have been off camera. Of all the things that should have been off camera, this needs to be off camera. Next, I'm like, this was unnecessary. At one point, they want us to believe that said, there's your halo. There's your halo. I
told you I'm glowing.
It was
maybe I'm about to be raptured. Bye, y'all.
Bye, y'all.
No.
Only on Iron Panther. We said have raptures. She's Latter-day Saints.
Okay.
Blue was in a truffle.
That was more than a truffle. That was like 4 chicks. Did she have like 4 girls?
Oh, yeah. Oh, you talking about that? Yeah. She was knee deep in stuff. But I before we get there, anyway, the fight should have been off scene. Again, Tyler Perry Studios is the home of Marvel movies and The Walking Dead. There is no reason for his action scenes to look this shitty. There's absolutely no reason.
He don't like to spend money if you haven't figured that out yet.
They could have took that fake ass $1 million that they had under Amp's fucking bed and put that into the action sequence to be like, hey guys, let's act like we got some self-respect. We got BET Plus money now. We don't need to buy naked women. We need to buy an action coordinator. Like, that's what we need. Like, come on, man. Anyway, so actually it was completely unnecessary to make no damn sense. Then we had the same conversation twice. Blue and Madam had the exact same conversation twice. Girl, you killed Cat for me. We are really close. Are you good? Thank you. At the house. The very next day after Hose left, the exact same conversation. Wow, you killed Cat for me. We really tight. Are you good? Yes. I was like, damn it, Tyler.
Yeah, the dialogue was ridiculous. I was like, stop, just stop, please stop. Yeah, it was bad. It was bad. Why do we need to repeat that over and over and over again? We've already established that you killed Cat for me the day before. So can we just not talk about it anymore? Just move on.
Next day should be get these hoes out of here. Where is Cat's dead body? Because a police officer going missing might draw some attention.
Yeah, and I thought that was strange that nobody has said anything about this woman who's been missing, and even the actual cop that Blue was talking to didn't say anything. Like ask her a question. Did you hear about blah, blah? Nothing. Just
Lola, that's her name. Lola.
Yeah,
I have to go back.
Lola,
I was like, Lola asked no questions. And again,
Right.
Where's that other Latino cop? Whatever. That was leading the effort. What happened to her? Like now it's just Lola.
Yep.
Shit. And then again, Madam don't go. This there's no way in fuck. This is $2 million. Like this is maybe one. Where the rest of my damn money? Like she should have saw that on site. As Stacey points out. I want to talk about the Hannah scene in this episode. So the nurse coming to see Amp having to convene. What's up?
Next episode.
Oh, we're gonna do an episode. Oh, okay, my bad. This episode. Let's do it all together. I can't remember this shit. I don't want to. It don't get that bad.
It all blends together.
And once you see Tyler Perry shit, you just got to let it roll. But it was. I was like, this is Hannah Young. Damn it! Like he's turned this nurse into Hannah Young when she's sitting up there giving the "I hate you, but I have to forgive you because the Lord is in my life." And young lady, you need the Lord. I was like, this is Hannah talking to Jim Pryor. Huh?
She conveniently has a recording,
right? Which would have been admissible because that's a dead person's.
Well, no, she did say that they wouldn't let them admit it, which I'm not sure why not, but
a dying declaration is what's called. I watched enough Law and Order that when the person dies and they talking, it's admissible because they're dead as fuck. Also said Amp is there to counter said conversation because he was there, so you are facing your accuser. I was like, anyway, she just happened to have it in her pocket, and she was like, "Hello, can you hear the message of you killing my daughter?" And Dime is like, "Shit happens. That was the past. Let's not."
Didn't understand that at all.
Tyler Perry make women, I dare say, black women look desperate as fuck.
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
Like
all the time. Yep.
She's like, I finally found some dick and I ain't gonna let this go. So I don't care what he did in the past, and I just heard it.
Right.
He's the victim.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was crying and crying and crying, and she was just, oh, it's okay. And then she was kind of like, because he got, more emotional. She was like, wait.
Right. She's like, calm down, though. Calm down. Can you move in? No, look, my dog and I are staying wherever the fuck that is.
Exactly.
Like, we ain't moving in here. I was like, where is your parole officer? Because you are still on parole, sir. So whether you living in the burned down halfway house or not.
You need to, that storyline is dropped. I don't know. You need to you need to let that go.
Oh, he is dead in the highest trunk. That's where he is. Damn it. He's dead on Ruthless. Damn it. I was like, brother, we need to acknowledge that this don't make any kind of sense. That this man just living his best life. Also, he got shot, and somehow he can equate that to a pulled muscle. And people are like, oh my God, a pulled muscle? That sounds very suspicious. Can I see said pulled muscle? No, you can't because it's pulled. Well, you must be lying to us.
Yeah, that was a little annoying. There was a lot that was annoying about, what's his name, Fuego?
Oh, the whole crew. Fuego started it, but the whole crew was on it. Everybody was like, a pulled muscle? That's that bullshit.
Yes.
How are we going to do this routine without him? You've been performing every night while he was in the hospital. What the fuck are you talking about?
Exactly. Yeah,
he was only in the hospital for like 2 days. So,
and he's not even an original member.
No,
he just got there.
How did Trouble get the same outfit as all the other men?
Because she got the same size dildo.
Exactly. Because that made no sense that the outfit fit her perfectly. Like perfectly. I was like, this is some bullshit right here. What does Tyler take us for?
Assholes. You know what? Speaking of assholes, no, this is a bad transition. It's a bad transition. I'm gonna let that one go. Beefing. I kind of want a scene of Trouble beefing with her dildo. I don't know what that would look like, but I kind of I kind of want to see something like that. Like she can't keep it up, but they're like, hey, just tie it together.
Stacey's gone.
I want to see that.
No. Okay, sir. We're not.
Hilarious. Madam and the concierge relationship is like Candace and Charles. Thank you, DeMarcus, for reminding me of that.
Yes, he needs to kidnap her and put her in the trunk.
Yeah, I told him that in the comments for last video. It's gonna happen. He's gonna run. He's gonna run for governor of Georgia. He's gonna want Madam to be his lady. Her history's her dad's gang history, all that shit's gonna come out. He's gonna have to put her in the trunk, and she's gonna be like, motherfucker, and then she's gonna shoot her way out.
She's pregnant.
Wow. Okay.
Yes. One day she's gonna be throwing up in the club for no reason. And Tommy's gonna be like, Madam, do you want me to fuck you now? No, I'm throwing up. Like what?
They get offered dick, real and silicone.
This dude, it's like my head hurt, dick. No, I said my head hurt. Like I need aspirin. I
was like, you want some dick? You want me to fuck you, Madam? I'm like, wait, what?
What?
That is an attractive woman. She gets just offered genitalia from all genders.
And mouth. What's up with Trouble is trying to I don't even know what this is about.
Yeah.
She needs to be an undercover something. There has to be something more to this story. Because this don't make any sense. Then I thought that maybe she's some kind of like illegitimate sister or some shit somehow, but she's trying to fuck her sister. So that wouldn't be right.
Yeah, that'd be weird.
Maybe Madam killed her father when she was 12. She vowed vengeance. She's infiltrating the dance crew.
Yes.
To get close enough to kill her.
Yes.
Okay.
I love it. I just watched The Northman. I that was shit movie, but I like the revenge thing. I like the revenge idea. It was all over.
What was it? Lucky number 11 or whatever.
Oh yeah, remember that was good.
That was good.
That was good. Yeah. Until was that Lucy Liu totally did not give a fuck that the new love of her life just murdered her neighbor for no good reason, and she was like, you know what? We still fucking though. I was like, what? It's like you got shot. Happens. I was like, this don't make any sense. Anyway, a lot of things don't make any sense. Where's the concierge? I was kind of looking for the concierge in this episode to provide some type of.
I told you he's on All Rise. He can't be at two places.
Oh my bad. He's on All Rise.
Yes.
And don't worry about it. He'll be back because
yes, he absolutely will.
Let me tell you, what's not going to get a season 4. Like, no.
Yeah. My friend watches that, and she said that it's terrible. She said this last season is the worst.
Really?
Yeah.
I was like, the idea just seemed silly to me. But anyway, so then we got, let's talk about Doc not giving a fuck about his baby. This irritates me.
Oh, what about the whole thing with Doc and Midnight? Just it kept going on and on and on, and then Fuego had to join in, and it was on and on. I was like, Jesus Christ! And they kept saying the same thing over and over again. I was like,
but in true plot convenience of any show, right? So then Teresa comes over with the baby, and immediately
somebody killed her. I'm sick of her storyline and her nose.
Me too.
Like she needs to die.
You said and her nose?
Everything about her, I don't
like her nose.
Where did she get the baby carrier again? Like I was like,
where is she living? Miss, I don't have anywhere to go. They're looking for me.
No, they are looking for me. And Midnight's like, yeah, then you need to get the fuck out because I don't need cops at my house. Like you need to go. Or he could have.
And why are they looking for him? Like he was the said hit man. Well,
he snitched on her, and that's why they're looking for her.
Right.
But they would need to talk to him to get his statement. Like, yes, I was indeed contracted to kill this man.
I understand. I do understand.
And then they could use him as bait to get her because she's always popping up to see it.
then his house should be. If this was any kind of real show,
the house, the strip club
would be on surveillance. Both these places would be on surveillance until she showed up.
Yep, that's true.
But then Doc makes no effort. He sees this woman with his child and makes no reference or mention to this child. Instead, he's just like,
it's not his baby.
No, he's definitely not the father. She has no clue who the father is.
They did a DNA test last season.
I ain't got the result.
When?
I
don't remember that. I remember saying that it was his. That's it. I don't remember any DNA.
I remember her friend showed him the picture of the baby.
Yep.
And then he asked her, and she was like, "Yeah, it's your baby," or whatever. Yep.
And that was it.
That was it.
Yeah.
I think he looked at the ears, and he was like, "Well, maybe."
All right. I thought he did.
The husband said he did a DNA test, and he's waiting for the results.
Right.
So I don't think it's going to be either one of their babies.
Nope.
It might be Midnight's baby. Who the hell knows?
I mean, I was thinking about Midnight too, because Midnight.
Maybe Fuego's.
Fuego is going places, as they said twice. Because light skinned man.
He dead as fuck.
He's light skinned.
Fuego's not light skinned, but Fuego is actually Latino.
He's lighter than the other ones. Therefore, I'm saying he will be fine.
So Latinos can be light?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. There's dark Latinos, but the point is,
question his Latino-ality because he didn't speak Spanish or something. They were like, "Are you really light skin or Latino?"
And then that was a whole thing. That was the whole thing. They're like, nobody believes he was Latin to begin with. Miss Patty's harassing Babyface again. It was interesting to see again. Why do they make black women look like this?
Yeah, that was annoying. I felt like this was unnecessary. You make her seem like because she's a bigger woman, that she's so desperate,
right, that
she has to behave like this in front of people, like embarrassing herself and then begging for this man to be with her. I'm like, no, Tyler, this is terrible.
Yeah, man. You disrespecting your base.
Yeah, like, it really is.
This is not okay, man. But yeah, but Miss Pat is a bit much. So then apparently the group fucking or whatever has got people talking about Babyface at the gym, that he whatever, and somehow he's offended to be like, don't be telling nobody I have sex for money. I was like, what? Then Trouble wants to get in on it because Rayshawn is like, yeah, I fuck for money. How does that work? Why are you asking her? You just had sex for 10 grand and a car. Like, why are you asking her? Like, she's like, I'll fuck. They want man. I can fuck like a man. I was like, what is going on here?
But I think he was basically saying that because he doesn't understand why Babyface was able to take the money. So that's why he was like, how does it work? Like, is that supposed to happen? Because he's stupid.
How it works.
Yeah.
You get your money and you fuck. Simple.
Yeah.
And that's you keep your money.
To say to him.
And you keep your money. That's the next lesson. And then Trouble was like, act like, don't worry, I can pimp you out. I'm just waiting for her to show up to be like, hey, bam, you see this? I got 10 inches of plastic. Let's just see how this goes. I don't know. But she's doing a bit too much. Dime. So I was actually gonna wonder, why is Dime still need to be escorted out of the club? Like, I
didn't understand that either. Like, the guy's dead.
But she just found out. Like so they fixed that this episode. Like, so Madam just got around to telling her that the man who whooped her ass is dead now. And how did she not see the big vat of acid in the club?
Because it's in the basement of the club.
The same basement where old girl Lola was hanging upside down. The same basement where her husband before him almost got ass fucked by Uncle Clifford. I was like,
you know, the basement of clubs is where everything goes down. You've seen Power.
I'm about to say, even when the basement is necessary, they're like, hey, we got a basement again. I was like, what? This whole thing about Doc being upset that Midnight stole his woman. I'm like, she set you up to murder a man. Like, why are we even going through this? And maybe framing you for a baby. Like, you're not in love with this woman, so why are we even having this conversation? Unnecessary.
Oh, it truly is.
What do you think?
There you go, trying to mess with another man's woman. I was like, what the fuck, dude? Like, stop it! It was too much. It was too much.
What do you think about the sister coming back?
Too much.
What's the point?
Unnecessary.
We haven't seen Daddy. Why do we need to see sister?
Exactly.
Also true.
And then they repeated themselves too.
Yeah.
Jesus, just stop repeating it. Come up with something new. That's all I'm asking.
He got 50 minutes to fill up. He only has 10 minutes of dialogue. He's like, shit. Yes. I gotta just copy and paste until the scene is over. Also, every apartment is basically a stage, as Kim pointed out. Like it's all one room.
Yep.
I was like, damn it. Even Amp, you open the door, you're right there at the bed / kitchen. I was like, except for the toilet.
Makes no sense. If you watch the tour of his studio, this place is enormous. And he has a shit ton of buildings and apartments and the White House and he has everything. So I'm confused on why he has to do it this way. Like even his other shows like Sister and I think it's called The Bros. Those are the same way.
Rough.
Yeah, they're the same way.
That's how. What's up? Steve?
Why was Don hiding in the bathroom? Like they know you dating. I mean,
that's also classic.
If somebody knows you're not dating, sure, but she knows they're dating.
Yeah, just so she can say.
I just spent several days in the hospital with you. Like, why wouldn't she be here?
Why would she not be there?
You specifically told me to take care of this man.
So why would I not be here when you come over? Like that don't make any sense. Christian Keys needs to take this show back. He does.
He really does.
Like because this Tyler Perry is shitting all over his idea, man. It's just really bad.
Mm-hmm.
Is Carla's Amp's mother?
We still don't know who he belongs to.
No,
we still. Actually, that's very true. We have no idea how he's related to Madam.
Because they're about the same age, so I don't understand how she's the nephew.
Tyler is going Madam into Veronica Harrington.
No,
she's Candace. She's more Candace than Veronica. Yeah. I would say. She talks a lot of shit like Veronica. I can see your point, but especially when you look at her relationship with the concierge, she's definitely more Candace second season when Candace was feeling herself and she's like everything's balls around me. Like she's more like Candace first and second season, I would say. But Tyler Perry feel like he got the formula, so he's like, hey, I know I turned these characters, and I was like, stop it. Like we need.
Well, we all know the finale is gonna be shit, so.
When it's all, he's gonna murder the entire club.
He's just gonna blow it up at the end.
Trouble's gonna blow everybody up and be like, Madam, like you said, Stacey, Madam killed my daddy 15 years ago. Sent the Black Rock boys to kill my daddy, and now I'm seeking vengeance.
If you're laundering money, why is it in the wall? Like the whole point of laundering is to make it legitimate, so you can put it in the pig, right?
That's what. So to that, Tyler Perry wrote that she had too much money in the banks, so she had to stick it in the walls first. That don't make no kind of damn sense. But yeah, but that's what he said. Teresa needs to go away. We all agree that she's doing too damn much. She needs to be magically ended up dead. Maybe by the husband, and then the baby in fact is Doc's, and he takes his baby and finally wants to be a daddy for some reason.
They kill her, and it is the husband's baby. He takes the baby and rides into the sunset.
Oh,
I hope so.
And we just wrap up the whole storyline.
Yes.
Tell her she loves me. Tell me she loves me. Like, how would the side dude? No, I mean, I guess maybe.
It doesn't make sense. It makes no sense.
He did say that dumb shit. Like,
yes, he did.
Side dude fucking my wife. Do you think she really loved me? Yes. Yeah, that's why, as you pointed out, sir, all the money you gave her went to me.
Yeah.
How did he not know she was funneling all this money in cars and stuff to her side?
Yes. Also, making black women, just women in general, look trifling. Like,
yeah.
it's just, damn it. I don't know why we're doing this. Oh, I like how the cameras were magically gone. Lola was like, yes, the security cameras were wiped and there's no evidence of everyone getting shot. And Redneck is in the hospital.
He's still alive.
Huh?
He's still alive. And what's up with that wig? Like, I just want to like pull it.
Which one?
Wait,
the cop's wig.
Oh, Lola's wig.
Oh, yes. She had the ponytail wig on.
I don't. What happened to her husband who almost got raped? Like
he probably fled.
I need that. Like you made me lose my husband because he was like, I can't have Big Dick Buster trying to do me like this. I gotta go. That was shocking. That was very, very shocking. So if Amp helped rob Matt,
we do like a flow chart. Okay, robbery. Then Amp, you get shot, and then Red is at the halfway house with Bill. They had the $2 million. At one point, did they split the $2 million? Because Red didn't do it because he was dead.
Bill took the money. Bill drugged Red and took the money. So Bill, in fact, was working with Amp.
But at what point did this happen? And at what point do they make the exchange? Because Amp got shot and went to the hospital.
So you're gonna say Bill, as the parole officer, because that was actually his official function, had a key to Amp's place, put half the money in his place, then put the other half in the Redneck junkyard, which doesn't make any sense.
Oh yeah, I wanted to ask y'all that. Why was that the case? Because everything that happened to Blue would have happened to
Bill,
yeah.
right?
So how did he even get in there to be able to do that? Like, that made no sense to me. Why would you put it in of all places, somewhere where there's rednecks who will like fuck you up and try to take the money?
Right.
Why didn't you put it in not to say I'm not trying to be prejudiced, but put it in a black person's garage or something, somebody
Yeah, like it'd be way more secure there with black people. Stop it.
But it just
put it at the airport where everybody else put shit.
Right. I mean, put it somewhere other than a redneck's. Come on. If they were minus the unnecessary racism, like if they were working they were working with Bill and like they're like, hey, no, he gave us this money because this and this, and you gotta get like that would make sense. Like I said, that would make sense. Like because they were almost waiting for Blue to show up. So it's like we've been guarding this money. And how did she not see all these rednecks while she sat there all damn day long looking at her Mustang, looking at the damn place? Like it was a crew of those dudes. Well, first off, you can't see through the gate. You can only that she didn't see anything unless they came out of the gate. She wasn't gonna be able to see what's in there
all day. I think she saw somebody coming in and out, or she would have been surveilling the place because she was able to get in, kill the dogs or whatever. I'm like, she had to do something.
You are trying to make this make sense.
A drone or something like.
What? She had a drone.
She had to use a drone or something.
That would have been awesome. If they would have showed her in the car running a surveillance drone, I would have been like, Tyler Perry won't pay for that shit. He's like, that's too much money.
I think he used the junkyard because Benny and his tow truck company is no longer functional, so he had to use that set for something else.
Damn it. He was like, hey.
Everybody on the have and have-nots are dead, except for the Italians.
That's amazing. I want some of them to come back. I just thought he would recycle some of them actors. I really thought I was going to see some of them in some of these other shows. The concierge made the cameras disappear in the junkyard. Remember that? Oh, damn it. That's what, that would have been a good segue. Hey, madam, I'm tracking your activities. And did you notice
he told her to stay out of trouble?
Yeah. But Candace this keeps on fucking up. You know what I'm saying? Like
Candace.
Like you got to keep Candace on right.
Trouble be the one that works for Christian Keith. She's keeping an
maybe she's his little sister.
Trouble's
Christian.
Okay, all right.
Maybe that's why she's being so goddamn nosy about everybody's business.
All right, I like that. Like that.
And the reason she wants to become like one of the headliners
yes.
is because she can listen to their conversations easier because she'll be in the room with them.
I like that.
Yeah.
For
some reason, thinks she's a dude.
She
has breasts, so I don't know. I don't understand how she's gonna get undressed in front of them, but whatever.
She used that sports bra on. She'll be all right. I mean, all she gotta do is change out the plastic and be like, and she'll be okay. Trouble is up to something. Babyface is just mad. He couldn't pimp the other stripper out. Yeah, I mean, his pimp hand was pretty strong though, because Rayshawn did give up that money.
Rayshawn's an idiot though.
What happened to the that's not the same stupid stripper that got
no.
That's a different one.
The other stripper was like, he was way more country, and he was
shorter and dark skin.
Mm-hmm. It was dark skin.
All right. I can't keep track of these dumbass strippers. It's too much. Anyway, so Blue finally confesses that she killed Kat. And in the house, my point, like that. So somehow Madam has keys to the house that she was able to get 4 hoes into the house before Blue even got home, and was like, "Hey, we are here to provide your needs." And after losing the love of her life, that's what she said. I didn't. It just happened, Madam. I don't know why. You told Madam before you went home that you were going to kill her. This is premeditated murder. Like, you were like, I'm going to kill that bitch. And Madam had to talk you out of it. And then you went home and killed that bitch. So you knew exactly what you were going to do. And so did Madam.
Yep.
But then somehow having 3 women, because that's another thing they kept on saying. You ain't on your game. I'm off my game. You off your game, girl. I was like, fuck.
How many times did they repeat that? At least 4.
At least four. I'm getting out the notebook next episodes. Damn it. I'm gonna start counting.
Compare notes.
I gotta start counting, man, because this Tyler Perry, man, damn it. Anyway, I was like, this she like, after all these hoes, I feel much better. I feel like a whole new woman. I was like,
and I did like that the women that were in the bed, and this is just a side note, that they had some weight to them. I was skinny minis. I'm serious because they don't show women with meat on them unless they're like fake with, the boobs and all that fake stuff that doesn't move. But no, the women had
big bone,
big bone. They had actual real bodies that had a little bit of a jiggle to it, but still looked nice. But they had a little reality. Even the skinniest person can have a jiggle, right?
I was actually gonna say that. I was gonna say this is a very body positive episode. I was like the women, and also you got to think about the fact that the woman who got kicked out of Midnight's house also had some jiggles.
She did. Yep.
Probably the same woman. And the woman who took the dick in season 1, episode 9-10 was also a big woman at the party house, right? Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. I was like, Tyler Perry, body positive. There you go, Tyler.
I was wearing socks during this orgy.
Stacey's mad about the socks.
I am very upset about the socks.
It was.
They were like man socks. They weren't even like cute little girly socks.
They were man socks.
She's a man. She's a stud in the relationship.
I mean, she does wear like men's suits, so yeah.
It would look inconsistent. She was sitting up there like in Victoria's Secret or some shit. Like she
could have just had her little shirt on in her bare feet.
Can't have bare feet. The stage is cold, and she like I don't show hoes my feet.
The other women were butt ass naked,
completely naked.
You know what?
There was no G-strings anywhere.
That should have been part of the dialogue. Like Madam should have walked in and been like, Blue, why you got your socks on with all these women? It's like, I don't show hoes my feet. Like something like that. Like they should have put it in the dialogue. Just like Tommy getting naked for no damn reason. Like, put your sock back on. Like she puts it in the dialogue. I was like, sometimes Tyler Perry goes, this is some silly shit, and somebody's gonna say something, so I need to acknowledge that this is some silly shit. I was like, write that down. David, please count how many times they said okay in this show.
Yeah, they say okay a lot too. Good and okay. Very true.
Tyler Perry's line, whatever it is. Hey, You know how I do it. I know I do. That's Tyler Perry shit too. No matter what it is. You know how I get down with women. I know you do. You know how much I care for you. I know I know I do. I was like, fuck Tyler. I was like, anyway. No, this ain't it. This makes you appreciate P Valley. No matter how crazy it gets, you go, what? This shit's P Valley is better than this.
It absolutely is. The dialogue is way better.
Yeah.
Much better.
Oh no, Stacey, I can't.
The dialogue is way better. Way better.
In defense of Tyler Perry, at least you can understand what these ignorant motherfuckers are saying.
Yes.
Because in P Valley, I got to with subtitles. I'm still like, what the?
Oh,
fuck?
me too. I do subtitles with them because sometimes the country is a little too country.
It's too much. It's too much.
A little much. Yeah.
So there you go, Tyler.
And
Perry.
I have cousins in Savannah, Georgia, who do not sound as country as them. And Savannah, Georgia is pretty country.
They think is mad as fuck, man. But Chris be like, well, they're from the South, they're ignorant. She's like, fuck you, Chris. she be ready to fight. Last week when that stupid shit he said, he was like, we know they're from the South. That's why that story makes sense. I was like, no, it doesn't. And
no, but remember when somebody called the creator on that, they were like, why do they have to sound like they're slaves?
Yeah.
And she was like, no, they don't sound like they sound they sound like their ancestors or some shit. And I was like, what? Like what? That's slaves.
Slaves.
But is that not slaves? You're talking like your ancestors. Your ancestors, I would think, right?
Right. You go, at some point.
You talk about great grandma that wasn't a slave, but she was like one generation removed.
Exactly.
She's one generation.
So that didn't make any sense to me. I was like, wait, you need to explain that a little bit more, dear, because that didn't make any sense.
That didn't make any sense.
She always, if you go on her Instagram or whatever, she always defends what she puts in her shows with something that makes no sense. But to her, it makes sense.
Oh, I'm about to say, I mean, Courtney Kim, no different. Hey, it's your baby, right? Like, you're going to defend.
Courtney forgets what she said. Courtney forgets what she wrote, what she said, and then she'll like promise something else, and you be like, okay, so when is this coming? Oh, that's not going to happen. But you said, okay, all right.
Her memory, it's like to make you like in season 2, episode 3, this happened. Like, I think at some point the writers was doing shit, but she's the one speaking, so she has to account for it. And instead of being like, I didn't realize the writers did that shit because that didn't make any sense. But she defends it and act like it was all her idea. And I was like, nah, it wasn't. So anyway, Stacey got the halo again. So what do you think? What do you think about Dime? There you go. So you think Dime is gonna dime out her man?
She better, or they both have to run.
Yes. So wait,
her dumbass will probably defend him and end up getting. At first, I thought they were alluding to Dime being in on it because the fact that she was knocked out conveniently and she laid there just until Madam showed up, I was like, she did that shit. She was in on it.
No one was even in the room. Like, why would she fake an ass whooping and then fall on the wall? Like, that's. If Blue or Madam would have walked in, saw her on the ground, oh my God, they took the money. Then I would have gave you that plausible story. But we saw her go, and then I was like, this is unnecessary. So the whole wall fell apart.
She had to conveniently fall on the paper wall. Why is this place full of paper walls?
Makes no sense. None.
Anyway, she had to conveniently fall on the wall to expose the money.
Right.
So that Ray could come in and take it.
And then why would Amp be in on it when his aunt has been extremely good to him? I don't think that he's in on it. And why would Bill give him $1 million? Why would he? Or is he trying to frame him?
I think you don't frame somebody with $1 million.
You can frame for a little bit of cash, like 40,000 or something.
Yeah.
And the picture and the money has a picture of Madam on it. It's something stupid. Like. Because what? I mean, this makes no sense. It's stupid.
Tyler Perry will spare no expense in the silliness. I was like, so I think we all agree it's a red herring. It will be easily explained that he would actually want a part of it. So again, somehow Bill tried to frame him or thought if I leave it there, I can come back and get it later or some stupid shit. And I was like,
well, that makes sense though. Think about it. If
he have access to Amp's house,
he's the parole officer.
And
yeah, but they don't have keys to your house unless Bill lied to him and told him that he had to have a key.
It's TV, but so they can easily say I have to come in and check on you, like that kind of stuff. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, but they knock. I mean, any other show, they knock on the door and you open the door. You don't give them a key.
It's Tyler Perry. That's not.
So Bill is going to pick the lot. No, he's going to pick the lot and stash $1 million in some ex-con's house. The house is this big. It ain't like you can stash it somewhere.
Right.
It's a room, literally.
It's a room. Yeah, it's a room. Yeah.
It's a studio.
You're right. It don't.
That doesn't make any sense.
None of this makes sense. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what they give us.
It's gonna be tied up with the nurse. The nurse and Bill got together.
Yes.
And we're gonna go ahead and frame Amp.
No.
Yes.
He can go to jail again.
Hannah was like, "What's that, Lord? I need to frame him for robbery. I need to turn them against each other." Okay.
No.
Nah, she would take some of that money and ran off, or hired a hitman for a third of it, and been like, "Hey,
just sprinkle some crack in the room and then just call the law." That's much cheaper.
How many times have we seen that? Just violate his parole because he is on parole. So
and he just got shot and stabbed. That should have been a case. That should have been
absolutely.
or something.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So like they looked through his records to know where he currently lives, but did not look up his records to feel like, oh, you just got out of jail, you're on parole. Like you said, we have to call your parole officer because you obviously just got shot because we're professional.
Doctors don't do all of that.
Huh?
Doctors don't do all of that.
Doctors, if they have to,
they will report a gunshot to the police. But they don't go all through your daggone jail record.
No, I'm saying they would call the cop and they would have been like, oh.
Right, the cops, right. That's what I'm saying. But then remember, they're saying it's a stabbing. It was a stabbing. So then
even if you get stabbed, don't they call the cops?
That's suspicious.
No. I mean, if he says that it was an accident or something like that, a stabbing is different than a shooting. A shooting gets reported to the cops, not a stabbing.
All right.
Unless you say, my such and such stabbed me.
But if he comes in saying he got stabbed, you can obviously a professional can obviously you got shot, then that's gonna be suspicious. I mean, cops should have been called.
I mean, literally, the doctor should have reported it because it's clearly a gunshot.
Yeah,
like that's just ridiculous.
It's a sprained muscle. Stop it. Also, wait. Dime hears the story. In fact, Amp tells the story. I was drinking and driving. I killed my girlfriend. Hey, baby, go to my house and get my painkillers. I'm like, wait, like this, should we looking at addiction? Because it looked like she could be like, no.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Like that, I was like, what?
He's clearly an addict, right? And he was an alcoholic. So now you're saying, because that's why he didn't want to take the pain medicine in the hospital. He kept saying, no, I don't want it. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. So like Tyler Perry, bro. Like this don't make any like she should be like, no, baby.
And that's probably what
should have said, oh, hey, go get my antibiotics because infections. He just had sepsis, didn't he?
Oh yeah.
That's right.
At the hospital like hours later.
Hey, yeah, he rolled out the hospital. Couldn't even get out of bed to take a piss. But he was like,
get out here. Didn't he die? And they brought him back?
Well, he was unconscious. He was unconscious. He didn't die. But to your point, even after he woke up from near death, he couldn't even take a pee by himself. But they're still like, hey, get up out of here, bro. You're healed. And he was like, gotcha.
What?
Are we trying to paint Amp as a bad guy between the accident and Patrice's daughter and now the money being put in his place? I can see that. I can see he's not looking good. Genetics.
Huh? His aunt is a thug. His granddaddy was a thug.
Yeah.
He's a thug.
I don't know who his parents are. They're probably thugs.
Yeah.
Why not?
I don't know. It's wrong place, wrong time. He definitely like he's definitely responsible for his girlfriend being killed and Dime is done for staying. The money don't look good, but he's probably framed for that. I don't know. Dime can do better. Also, so to your point of she already knew that they were dating, for Dime to be like, why you have to say in front of Amp that I said I would never fuck a stripper? I'm like, didn't you tell him you would never fuck a stripper? Like you said that actually to his face.
And why is that a bad thing?
Right. Like, but you special. I was like, you just like El Fuego. You special. Yeah. I mean, I was like,
at least you want me thinking like, oh, what other strippers have you hooked up with since you've been working here?
Right.
Just you.
Just you, baby. And Midnight. And El Fuego one time. Just to be like, I don't know. But Midnight didn't get there. Huh?
In trouble.
Man, that's what I'm waiting for. I'm kind of waiting for Trouble and Blue to get together.
Oh, they're two guys.
Two studs together? No.
You don't know. Maybe maybe Trouble's more stud than Blue is. Maybe she's feeling vulnerable.
It's more studdish.
I was like, she looks more studdish. That's not a thing, but
yeah, I don't think Blue has a strap. She just works with what equipment she came with.
that's what these are for. But I was like, I don't know. Maybe she ends up with one of the body positive women. Like that would be nice. But she's like, hey, you know what? The two that stage, she's like, you know what? I like you too. You can make breakfast. And you just ask, why does she not have why does Madam have a whole woman strip club since she has hoes at the ready?
She probably does.
I was like, that could be a whole side business. I don't know.
But anyway, her dime a dozen in Atlanta. So.
What's the dime a dozen?
Female strip clubs.
Oh, all right. I take your word for it. I was like, also, so that being said, so Trouble said she could work at the twerk or some shit. Some other strip club. The twerk-jerk.
Wasn't it something shy?
I'm gonna start a club called the twerk-jerk.
Okay.
I was like, whatever gets you from
point A to point. For everywhere, buddy.
What'd you say?
Happy endings for everybody. Twerk-jerk.
I got you. I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. You got hands. Everybody got.
Wow.
Just shake it up. Shake it up. I was like, but I was like, anyway.
Yeah, but the whole monkeypox thing. Never mind.
That's the truth. That's the thing too. You got to worry about the monkeypox. So wear gloves. I mean, hand jobs with gloves. What's the point? But
gloves, masks.
Is this a new pandemic? The monkeypox?
Yes, it's in Atlanta.
It's a pandemic now.
It's getting there.
Yeah, somebody just died from it outside of Africa.
It can kill you.
Yeah, they said somebody outside of Africa just died from it today.
I was like, I think Madam is Amp's mom. No. She's like they said, they're damn near the same age. She keeps saying she's been pimping since 14. They might see if that was true, she would have been more like sympathetic when he's fucking shot and being worked on by Tommy on the table. I mean, if they go that route, it'll be
maybe that was like her best friend's son or something.
I get that. Okay, that's what I'm saying. Something like that. But I just say that's her kid. I think
no. That's a leap.
Yeah, I think that'd be going too far. All right, come on. We gotta get to Shy. Anything else, Stacey?
Nothing. I'm gonna get some milk and cookies now.
Oh, that was that bullshit. That's right. She said, "Can I get some milk and cookies?" I was like, "What?" So I was like, hilarious. He loved them. He just throwing out cookies out his pockets. Hilarious. I want to see him walk around just butt naked with like cookies in his hand and milk, like
cookies and
milk and just dick swinging. Yeah, that's right. Like with the same fake one that they gave Andre, because I was like, I don't know why. In P Valley, when Haley got on top of him, I was like, that was fake as fuck. And why am I seeing this shit? Like, this is unnecessary. Anyway, all right. Stacey says you done. Kim, how about you?
You said what?
How about you? Anything else for this episode?
Oh, no. I hated this episode. It was just horrible.
She said it with disdain. Well, in that case, we will say, no, Tyler Perry, do better. Please do better.
It's
Christian Keys.
Filmed, unfortunately.
I know, right? Christian Keys, come on, bro. Do find somebody else, bro. Like, stop messing with this man. Also, there was an article where Tyler Perry said, "Screw the actors who don't want to be in my productions." It was
Christian Keys has been with Tyler Perry for a long time. I saw him twice in 2 of the plays, and he is just as fine as he is on TV in person. Oh my God! And in one of the plays, he had long hair. That man is gorgeous. Like, his skin is like. It's like butter. He is fine. He is definitely. Anywho.
No, I was like,
he has like a loyalty to Tyler. He really does. So I don't know.
A lot of actors do. I mean, Tika Sumner invited him to their wedding. And that was cool. Terry likes to point out that she don't like to put the have and have nots on her resume, but she does acknowledge, Tyler Perry in general.
Oh wait, she doesn't?
Like she's heard her on podcasts where she act like she don't list it. Like she ain't like, hey, I started off as Candace Young. Like that's not how she does it. But
everybody knows that's how she started. So
You know, so sometimes you gotta be like, I played Michelle Obama in a very bad movie.
Like Viola.
I was like,
oh my god,
yo, I was like, let's not.
I couldn't even finish it. I
did. I watched the first episode. I was like, nope.
It was no, I couldn't.
Damn it.
Bad.
Now she's playing the African queen. I'm like, what? But all right.
Which is better than playing Michelle Obama. At least, I mean, she's not overacting in the African queen. She's I mean, it's terrible. Oh.
That's because you know Michelle.
It's bad. Even if you didn't know Michelle, it's bad.
Yeah, it's really bad. It's her worst acting I've ever seen her do.
Damn.
Yeah. I love her acting. It was terrible.
Trayvon Rose never acknowledges that he was in Loving You Is Wrong.
He sure don't. That man was like, kill me off and I'm going away and you will never see me on any television.
A lot of people now, Tyler Perry gives a lot of black actors their first start. I mean, that's a fact.
Absolutely. And he's put a lot of white actors who were like older in his movies to like rejuvenate their careers. Yeah. He's done that a lot. Like Kathy Bates has been in Tyler Perry productions.
Yeah, it's just the quality of it. It's the quality of it. It's just like, come on, bro. Like we could do better.
His movies are actually not that bad. The problem is that he still uses the play formula. So at the very end, when he's trying to he wraps it up too quickly. And it's like, but it's just like a play.
Yeah.
That's the only problem with his movies.
If the play The Have and Have Nots would have ended the same way, I would have walked out. Like that shit was horrible. It just made no sense. He didn't know what that was my first time seeing Tyler Perry end the show, and I was like, damn. Because Loving You Is Wrong. I think Stacey saw how that ended, and she was like, nah, this is Dave. He don't know how to end the show. He don't know.
He doesn't know how to end anything except for plays, because plays are going to end abruptly, right? Like that. But movies shouldn't do that. Like that's not how they should. A beginning and a middle and an end. The middle and the end run together, and you're like,
what?
Yeah. So
I don't know. Oh, my knee. All right. We will see more of this foolishness next week, and we will do our best to keep a straight face as we watch this shit. Maybe Dime will go back again whenever influence comes. Like maybe she'll get back to the Power universe, which I don't think is ever going to come. But I know, right? It's okay. Tate has Power Book too, so we'll do that. Stacey, nope, he's doing pretty well. They're gonna expand. It's gonna expand his role. We'll see. I know, right? We're gonna talk about Shy. The Shy almost turned into Power, but we will talk. Yeah, I want to meet to connect. I was like, motherfucker.
And why does she need to meet the goddamn? Who the hell is she?
Dude,
she's just Tiffany.
Let's save it for the video. All right, but Stacey, we will see your lovely self tomorrow for P Valley. Thank you very much. For all you who somewhat give a damn, we're gonna do Terror Lake Drive. But that shit ain't over yet, and I'd be damned I'm doing more than one video. So
Stacey, I didn't know that. I'm glad you said that.
Yeah, I thought this was it.
I thought it was. So it's got 8 episodes.
So I watched it and I was like, what?
So they previewed another episode? Oh, you're
saying the way the episode ended, I was like, this is the end. And then I looked online and I saw there's another episode next week.
All right.
So I don't know why they put more money behind this, because it is going down a very strange path.
Wow.
I'll just binge it when it's over. I can't. So next week, we will wrap it up next week. It can't go longer than 7 episodes. Like this. Please don't.
Might go to 8.
No. Don't do that.
They're just pulling shit out their ass at this point. What if the woman got to save everything? This shit is getting irritating.
That's what they're saying about something. A lot of people actually are saying about Black Panther too. But anyway, we'll see how P Valley goes tomorrow. With your love yourself. Please stay tuned. Kim and I are going to do an advanced review of The Shy, season 5, episode 6. Who's fucking everybody? But we will, man. We'll get to that.
In the beginning,
monkeypox.
Oh, stay away from the monkeypox. Terry Lake Drive is 7 episodes. Complained on Twitter that they had said one more. Oh, okay. So it's gonna be 7 episodes. So we will wrap this up next week. Shit. It's funny how
I got some cases of wine coming, so I'll be good.
All right, so sometimes
trust me, those last 3 are due for the last 2. I'm like, what?
So what? No. I can't find anyone who's defending Terror Lake Drive. I mean, you.
Nobody. No.
That's just bad.
I can't get any of my friends to watch it. Like they're like, I'm not doing that.
Fuck
we need to talk about it. They're like, no, you don't need.
No.
Hey, we still gotta do Jerome is in that new show coming.
Hmm?
The guy from Snowfall. Remember that trailer I sent you? That his new project is gonna be in all black in a couple weeks. I think it's a comedy.
I forgot about him.
What is it called?
Don't make me lie. But it's on there. I mean, you'll see it. He ain't got his Jerry curl. But it's one of those like advertised things at the top. You'll see it. But I'll find it and I'll send it to you. But yeah, his thing starts in a couple of weeks. Including the guy from Insecure. He played Issa Rae's brother, if I do understand correctly.
Yeah.
Movies on all black.
They're connected. It's their parent company.
I never finished this foolishness. I might watch it later. The whole lust, the 7 Deadly Sins. I think I watched the first one.
I saw them.
You watched all of them?
Yeah, they're pretty good. Yeah.
That's the first one.
And Envy and I forgot the other one. But I watched it. It was pretty good actually. It wasn't really that bad. I mean, it's TD Jakes, right? He's a little better with dialogue and stuff. So
is it better than Covenant?
Oh man.
But everything is about God. It's everything about God. So
Covenant is classic.
Yeah. I mean, that's
classic.
I mean, you understand that's context, but dude, Covenant was God. That shit was bad, dude. Like, I'm telling you, I'm seriously. I think Terror Lake Drive. No, I can't lie. Covenant was worse. Covenant was far worse. Like, Covenant was far worse because Terror Lake Drive wasn't trying. They weren't trying to do like an actual biblical message. Like, it's just a dumbass show. Like Covenant actually thought they were educating the masses, using Bible parables. So I'm like, what in the direction do you think you're going right now? Like,
Drive is just as bad.
I was
it's bad.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you guys watched that. I didn't watch that.
Yeah,
we jumped around. Like, we did a.
Which one was it? That was mildly the Thug Angel is just classic.
Yes.
It's just
Thug Angel / devil. Remember the one who was smoking the burning cigarette? Like, it was on play. So like, we didn't know if he was an angel or the devil. Devil is an angel, but it was confusing which side he was on. Like, and he was doing drive-bys like to save the day. I'm like, damn it, black folks, why do we do it? Why do we do it? These last 2 episodes were lit. Joe, I'm assuming you're being funny.
Lit is good.
Yeah, like explain lit. Because it was action. I will give you that. There were titties.
It was fantastical action.
Oh, all the
queens that would never happen.
Yeah, nothing really actually got from point A to point B, and that junkyard scene was shit. It had an opportunity. Anyway, we already said all this. Thank y'all very much for watching. Please leave a permanent comment on the video. Please like the video. You can share the video. We're trying to get to 2,000 subscribers for the end of the year. We'll see how that goes. Also, we're doing a giveaway this weekend. So also check the description.
Are we involved? Can we get stuff?
No. Also, I was like, no.
Don't worry, I'll just hack into your database.
Yeah, Stacey hacks into my thing. I'll let her have it. But anyway, you check out our email address in the description of the video. It'll be there. If you drop us a line and you'll get an Amazon gift card. I'm feeling generous. We'll see what happens. But anyway, come on, let's get to Chicago. This bullshit.